It was great. The other team had 2 Plat ringers in iron. Good times, team. Good times. Okay, I admit it's not maybe the best map in terms of gameplay, but you can't say it's not pretty. That's for sure. The map is
Okay,
gorgeous.
okay, it's pretty. But what happened to the little UGC logo that was on it? It doesn't seem to be there anymore. The one that was right above second, right above the
I
entrance
see
to the
it.
mine. Maybe it's my config. I don't see it anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely you because I'm definitely looking directly at it right now. It's gorgeous.
Well, I'm taking a look at these rosters. You got any predictions? Like, I'm I'm thinking in the back of my head that I want to say EVL is gonna win, but I'm gonna go Man Crush Monday 2-0. What you got for me? What you got?
Um, you know, I was also gonna go for Man Crush Monday as well. Just because I know I've seen Watterson play sniper more than I've seen Vin for sure. And also just looking on the rosters. But then again, you can't discount Scruff McGruff on Spy for EVL, who is definitely my boy. So we'll see. But in the spirit of competition, I'll give it to EVL as opposed to MCM.
All right, all right. Yeah, looking at the snipers, this is definitely a very sniper-centric map, and Watterson is without a doubt the better sniper out of both of these. I haven't seen Vin's name before. I mean, he might be a god among men, and I just don't know. But I'm gonna have to give that one to Watterson. And this map just being so sniper friendly, it's gonna come down to the battle between the headshots. And I think Watterson's just gonna pull out on top, especially because he has that cute little cat face in his name.
I mean, you can't say no to the cat face, that's for sure. Yeah, that's gosh, what am I talking about? I'm mincing my words here. Well, we'll definitely see how good of a time these people set, especially because I know the points are really interesting. This map has really evolved in terms of how it's played, with a lot of people just choosing to give up first, as opposed to how it was when it was first introduced. We already have a soldier bombing in, not much getting done right here. We're getting people going out. Bunny actually goes down to a Widowmaker right there from Nico Jims. So that's a bit of a pick, but not honestly too much, as we're getting some spam going in here. Bunny Blinksy does go down as well. Vince gets a nice pick onto him, but we are just seeing a pretty solid hold. We're just pushing the card up sort of regularly. Engineers on mini sentries right here, and it's just we're just chilling. We're getting that steady march forward. We're not getting too many entry or sneaky picks. There's a spy in position, but nope, Evil gets caught up by Fuego, so that's not going to be happening anytime soon. And it does look like, wow, MCM is actually pulling. Oh yeah, they have the hold up in the catwalk area with the sentry up there, which is actually pretty strong. It looks like they're going to opt to give up tunnel, which is fairly interesting, but I've always found that that upper hold is a lot more difficult for more uncoordinated teams to push.
EVL did get a very solid push onto that first point, and they picked that up pretty fast. But like you said, this second point is a devastating hold if you can get up, if you can get set up in time. We do have Shay. He has got the level 3 built up, and he is ready to wrangle some death down into these doorways. So the EVL team is going to need an Uber to take out that level 3. It's going to cost so much area denial. And as I said, he's just shooting away with the Wrangler. Evil picks up one with a headshot. The sniper down for EVL, so that's going to ruin some of their pick classes, as that leaves Watterson to live for free and just take pot shots and see what he can get done. Bunny getting some nice spam onto the cart as Eerie Person is just trying to inch it ever so far with the gloves. Watterson picks up another one onto Jay, so scout down for EVL. Weaker flank as, Scruff McGruff, wow. He gets a pick onto Watterson. That's huge for the attacking team. Like I said before, that's going to go back over to Vince. He's going to get a little bit of free time to see if he can get any headshots, as Shay just continues to aggressively peek with this level 3 sentry gun, and getting some very good support from his team, able to keep this alive. He's just wrangling all over the cart. Say goodbye to Jace. He explodes from those level 3 rockets. And both teams are at 100% Uber, but Vince gets a very, very good frag onto Shay. Engineer down over on the MCM Man Crush Monday side, as this level 3 is just going to get spammed. It does go down. We have Uber popped off for both teams. Couches and the Man Crush Monday Uber is going to be significantly better. They look like they want to back out, as the EVL team is just flowing through these doorways, just overpowering Man Crush Monday. Watterson's going to get caught out, and he's going to get cleaned up by Jay. He actually goes down to a bat. And Scruff McGruff picks up one, and that guy is aliased. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but the Pyro he picks up one as well.
All right, well, actually, what looked like a really good hold at first just kind of sort of fell apart. The sentry did go down, and people just sort of disconnected. Ezric got disconnected from his team as well. That's where Scruff McGruff picked him up. But it does look like they're... Ooh. Yeah, Scruff getting caught down by Shay right there. And actually, oh, he got couches. He got couches before he got hit by that jag, so there's no medic on the defending team for MCM, so they're going to finally get that cap as Eerie Person drops down and taps that cart. And so it looked like they might have been able to hold, but honestly, MCM was just spread out all over the place. Maybe they should have honestly just either picked one, back out, or try to set up once more. Shay is building up his sentry once more. He has a level 1 up and soon to be level 2. There's a soldier in the upper area, as well as Scruff sort of shooting pot shots at people. And there's a pretty steady force on the cart right here in the form of EVL, Engineer, and Scout. Jay does go down to Bunny, however, and Fuego picks up a kill onto that level 2 sentry gun. It's going to be built up once more, and Watterson gets the better out of Vince right there. A lot of frags coming in, and there's just sort of really a steady push, as it does look like EVL is going to try and push up through that upper area, but MCM is going to counter them fairly well. Ezric and Rue getting a little aggressive there with couches, and actually the opposing heavy Eerie Person, he's a little far forward. Watterson actually goes down once more as Scruff McGruff gets a nice pick, and Vince gets a pick on Ezric as well. The pick classes for EVL are actually doing a fairly good job.
Vince does start getting a little bit aggressive. Oh
Drop,
my god!
drop,
As Couches goes down, that is a 100% Uber drop. This is so good for EVL. They have Door, he is still alive. He popped his Uber. He's at 15%, slowly building away. As EVL is just going to push this cart straight through third, all the way over to this 4th point. They need to be very, very aggressive. This 4th point is such a crucial hold for the defense, and it looks like EVL is just going to steamroll their way. But as I say that, Door goes down to a shot from Watterson, fully charged body shot. That is terrible for EVL, as Man Crush Monday is slowly going to push their way back and try to secure this 4th point hold. As I said before, this is probably one of, if not the best hold in the entire map, in probably of any maps. It's so good if you get stuck in there. It's even better than the 2nd point hold. But as I said, at Man Crush Monday, they are forcefully pushing out from this spawn area down below, and they are cleaning up many, many frags over at the EVL side. The medic Alto over on EVL, did he die again? He's still respawning. It's been quite a while. I believe he did die again, and I did miss that in kill feed, but Jay picked one on to Blinksy, as Couches is at 100% Uber, sitting with his demo man Ezra. Gru's pretty hurt. He doesn't need to get healed. Couches might get cut out here. He's in a very unfavorable position. Okay, as I said, he does slowly back out over towards his soldier and a little bit more by his team.
Absolutely. This hold is so good just because of those open sight lines. Really, snipers and spies can dominate even more so than they do already on this map. Watterson gets another pick onto Alto. Oh my god, he just has his number right there. As I say that, ooh, boom, there comes the Uber pop out of Couches, trying to pick people up. I think that might have been a force. Yeah, it was a force. I'm not quite sure from who, but Couches did drop down to about 50 health before popping that up. Nico Jins gets taken out by Blinksy right there in sort of the aftermath. And we do have a soldier peeking around in Garage, but that's not going to be happening. The majority of EVL is going to be sitting in Choke, waiting for an opening, and it does look like Vinny is going to be trying to pick right there. He doesn't manage to get anything, but Watterson is down. Evil actually gets the pick onto the enemy sniper before he manages to pick off any players right there through that choke peak, but that's not going to be happening. Oh my god, the attempt of a jump by the demo man, it's not going to be happening, but we are getting a lot more aggressive. We are pushing in. Both medics are round about the same, holding at about 70-80% Uber right now, and so we're just seeing a really solid hold coming out here from MCM.
Some of the players on Man Crush Monday are pretty hurt. They need to get healed up, but Couches is doing a very, very good job of dishing out those heals. Capsize pretty hurt over on the blue team for EVL, but they are looking to push this cart. Do have Alto and his demo man. Capsize, they are ready to go. They have Ubered onto the cart. They pick up 2. Eerie picks up 1. Man Crush Monday is down 2 people, but a lot of frags going back over to Man Crush Monday side as stickies just rain from above. And we have Ezra cleaning up 3, and that is a massive wipe for the blue team of EVL. But, excuse me, Alto did live through that push, so he is still alive and building away. He's got a pretty equal Uber over to Couches. Both medics are around 40% as we wait for these Ubers to flip-flop and for the teams to respawn. Trying to take a look for Watterson, trying to figure out where he's at. He's just sitting up at the top of the hill, seeing if he can find anything with his rifle. looking out for Vince. Actually, Vince goes down to a frag from Evil. Very, very good bastard play. We have Blixie picks up one, Watterson picks up one. A lot of frags going over into the side of the Man Crush Monday as they solidify this 4th point hold.
We're going to be probably seeing another push out of EVL soon as more people get up. Probably they're going to wait for Fuego, but they're moving into position. And actually, MCM is holding incredibly close right here, almost inside that barn area, which is fairly interesting, but it's more protected from that area, or excuse me, from that sight line. So Vin isn't going to be able to get a decent pick onto Couch as long as they're in that area. But, you know, other classes can jump out, try and get a frag onto Couches, but I don't think that's going to matter all too much. Fuego and Vince do go down right there. Bunny with some nice rockets and is on a 5 kill streak, so big shout outs to that right now. And another thing is that EVL just really needs to figure out a push. Both medics are at 100%, but EVL does have a significant advantage just because they are the attacking team on payload. If they can just manage to get a few key entry frags and maybe force the Uber out, it'll just be so easy to just keep throwing bodies on that and make that momentum just because they have that spawn advantage in their favor. We do have the level 3 still up. She's doing a really good job of keeping that up. And we do have Scruff McGruff attempting to sap it and actually does go down. And the Uber exchange is happening on the cart. Nobody really is getting any frags right here, but it does look like the MCM Uber is much better. Ezric picking up a nice frag onto Capsize, and then Blinksy and Bunny cleaning up on Eerie Person. Then, oh my god, also getting that crossbow kill onto Ezric as well. He could get taken down by American sort of last second right there. And that is 6 men down for EVL Gaming. And this is a really solid hold. There's going to be plenty of time to get that sentry built right back up, and they're just they need to focus. They really need to get some of those power classes down.
I love this hold that Man Crush Monday is doing. It's like my favorite hold to do. It's way better than the one where you sit behind the curtain right there, like right in front of where the payload is, where Watterson is currently standing. It's so good, and overall it's just a well-rounded hold, and if done right, it can be pretty much unbeatable. Capsize, though, he is running up to this payload cart, getting some nice spam onto Shay's sentry gun, but it's going to get slowly healed up by the rescue ranger, so that spam was nullified completely. A lot of people hurt for the EVL team. We need we need Alto to start pouring out those heals as Couches does call his Uber. Both teams are at 100%. Vince is pretty hurt in the backfield, so Sniper's not going to be peeking anytime soon. Watterson is currently, he's buffed. Never mind, as I said, his buff does go down, and there it goes right back up. Bunny is on fire. He might die here to Afterburn. There he goes. He dies to the Afterburn. Watterson is actually on a 6 kill streak as Man Crush Monday is slowly backing up. They looks like they want to give up this forward point hold, as the EVL team is slowly flooding their way onto this payload card. As both teams, they do pop their Uber. We have Man Crush Monday is kind of a slightly better Uber, only about 30% before it fades. There it goes. An Eerie Person soundtrack to disaster. Ooh. Sorry, a couple players are aliased. Couches does go down. It's so bad for Man Crush Monday, and Alto is still alive for EVL. Capsize still alive as well, getting tanked with these heals, as their flank classes are slowly pushing this card over to the point. It's going to be a very, very solid cap for them.
There were those key picks that we were looking for. Evil does drop down. He's going to be caught out by 7, who is alias currently, and that was actually a really good play by Fuego. American did a really good job of trying to air blast that enemy Uber away from his medic Couches, but Fuego just jumped in and hit 2 really nice rockets on Couches, who ended up going down. So we're going to have a much easier push going into last. It is significantly harder to defend this last, just because of the way it's sort of set up. It's hard to shoot completely down or completely up. And ooh, Scruff McGruff getting a nice pick there onto American, and Blinksy picking up a frag onto him as well. Just a little bit of exchange going on here. We have a level 1 set up on the offensive side, actually. That's pretty interesting on that little hill. And we do have a level 3 up on that level 2 up on that shack area. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's gonna happen. He jumps right on the cart. What a hero. The Uber is going up above him, but it's not going up. The medic jumps down. It's not happening. And then, oh my god, it's just Alto on the cart. He's trying to push it with 7. And finally, we have the cap. Oh my god.
Eerie Person almost solo pushed that cart with the Fist of Steel into that payload last area. Almost did it. He was tipping over before they even recognized that he was pushing the cart. And with the Fist of Steel and that damage reduction, they had this, Man Crush Monday had to send their entire team down there to kill him. And Capsize had a very, very good location where he was standing. He was actually above them, just raining all these stickies down onto a position and just exploded everybody at Man Crush Monday. They all died. and EVL was able to cap that last. But that was incredible, incredibly ballsy play from the EVL heavy being able to attack that.
Oh my god, that was so good to watch. Just seeing everyone pile onto that point like that. And that's why the last point of so far is kind of ridiculous. We are seeing set up a sort of standard hold right here. Both medics are on Uber. We have the sentry in tunnel. So we'll definitely see how EVL compares in terms of Man Crush Monday. Maybe they'll hold the tunnel hold. We'll see what goes on. We do have the flank classes sort of out here, demo heavy as well, sort of throwing out a little bit of extra spam. We do have Evil trying to sneak past. We'll see if he manages to get everything or anything. And Scruff right here is playing sort of a recon game right now, sort of waiting for his opportunity. No frags quite yet. Some people are taking damage. Fuego goes down to 82. And so he'll be trying to jump around, maybe not get caught. Ooh, that is a really nice headshot from Vince onto Ezric. That is a really good frag. Without a demo, it's much harder to push and get rid of stuff like the sentry. Will sort of lock people off in that area. And so that's going to be probably an easy first cap, but with all the stuff flying around, it's definitely not going to be given up completely. Scruff McGruff actually picks up a nice frag onto Watterson as well. Without a sniper, it's pretty good. It's a shoo-in for first cap, that's for sure, but it does look like we are seeing a bit of a tunnel hold right here, as there are only 4 people, now 6 people up for MCM.
Shoutouts to the EVL team. Their pick classes right there. Vince and Scruff are single-handedly just fragging over on the MCM side, slowing them down as much as they could. But as I say that, Vince goes down, Fuego goes down. So there's 2 picks over for the MCM side, as we do have Nico Jims trying to set up his level 3 up top, but oh my god, the only couches pull out Uber does get popped up as Scruff McGruff picks up a frag, and the Nico Jims level 3 does go down. Nico Jims died in that attacking Uber from Man Crush Monday, so very good play Ubering up into there, but they did not find the medic of Alto, over on the EVL team. He is backed up. He's at 25%. He's slowly building away. He's a little bit behind couches as the Man Crush Monday team is slowly and forcefully forcing their way over onto this force point, cleaning up a couple outlier frags of the EVL team. Eerie Person, he's actually caught out over on the mansion on second point, so he might be doing a little bit of damage now, but he is going to die. That is so bad for the defense. They are down 5 people, and Man Crush Monday is slowly forcing their way through to this third point. There is a level 1 setup, but oh my god. Alto goes down to a WM1 from American. I don't believe it was a drop. I think it was close, but either way, that is a medic down for the defending team, as Couches is still alive. He is missing some players on his team, but his Uber does come out. He has only popped it onto his demo man. He's jumping through a frag. Oh, okay. As I said that, I thought that the heavy Rue was going to go down, but he does clean up Scruff, who does decloak right behind him. And that was a very convincing cap from Man Crush Monday, pushing through that third point as they go over to fourth.
This is going so much faster than the opposing team was pushing, that's for sure. They have 9 minutes and 14 seconds to cap these last 2 points, and honestly, I don't think there's going to be any issue doing that. Man Crush Monday is just being so aggressive, and they're not giving EVL any time to set up, or rather, EVL just really isn't being super great in terms of their timing on how to pull out. It does seem that their engineer just keeps getting caught out. He never has time to set up. We do have some frags getting exchanged right here. Evil has Scruff McGruff's number right here. Actually got him with a nice headshot, so that's pretty solid. And we're actually getting a really solid push right here. Watterson getting a pick onto 7, the opposing power right there. And Capsize, oh my god, Capsize actually got a frag onto Couches with a nice pipe right there. See, that's great. It does look like that MCM is going to continue to push. They're probably going to be able to get this point, or at least their demo is definitely doggedly pushing that cart, and they have enough people spread out to sort of keep EVL down into that in their tracks right there, but that's not going to be an issue. We do have Alto at 100% Uber though, so it's going to be a bit of a problem in terms of the MCM team. They're going to want at least something, or more than something. They're going to want a lot before they can push, but with the aggressive way they're playing, I think they're definitely going to be able to pull it off. And here we go. Actually, the Uber does get popped out from Alto, and oh my god, Capsize just got completely caught out from those doors. They close behind him. That's going to happen. Oh my god, Couches got taken down to 15 health. Ezra got headshot by Vince right there, but Couches managed to stay alive. his Pyro American protecting him right there. And that's actually a really huge play right there. Couch is going to have so much more Uber in compared to Alto. And we're going to have, oh, that is a really interesting sentry location, actually, coming out from Nico Jim. It's up above that entrance into the upper flank area. And so we have the heavy sitting up above as well. Your person is standing directly above the cart. And so we'll see how MCM decides to push into this. It's definitely not something you can get a really good angle on. But we'll see how that goes. And here we go. The Uber does come out from Couches and the Demo Man, so they're going to be throwing a lot of stuff going on there, but that's not really going to be happening anytime soon. Rue picks up some kills right there, and down goes the MCM. Oh my god! The cap! The cap! While all that was happening, while everyone was trying to fight that sentry, fight that combo, people just sort of snuck in and capped the point. It seems to be a theme.
Alto died at 70, 75. He didn't quite have it yet, so Uber from Couches was forcefully able to destroy their defense. You were saying about that sentry gun. It does have a very, very good upside, as in it's very, very hard to kill, but it has a blind spot on the opposite side of the cart. It literally cannot do anything about that, so as long as you push the cart from the other side, you're 100% safe from that SG. I've tried it. It's not as good as it looks. The SG over on the back, up top of the stairs, like right above where they spawn, is a lot better. If the enemy team does push the cart further in, it does have a blind spot as well, but it's a lot better at preventing them from pushing the cart from the start than at the end. But that was a very solid offense from the Man Crush Monday. It looked very convincing. Couch is doing a good job of staying alive as well as Alto. I mean, they both died a handful of times, but from the looks of my HUD, they were both up for a pretty good time, pretty good amount of time. Look, do we have logs by chance? I'd love to see some logs.
We do, and I'm actually going to call you out on your earlier prediction. You said something about, Watterson definitely out-sniping Vince. Well, Vince is definitely topping the leaderboard right now with 23 kills.
But I said Man Crush Monday was going to win 2-0. I mean, they're winning 1-0.
Well,
so
excuse me,
I'm
princess.
50% right so far.
That's still 50% wrong, buddy.
Actually, it's... Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. Okay, fine.
And looking at some damage, Ezric is definitely putting out a lot of damage for sure, heading out at 447 DPM, which is pretty solid, especially on payload, and especially with a map that plays like Swiftwater in terms of its size and scope. And honestly, the spies aren't doing too hot. Evil for sure is kind of not really having the greatest game right now, but hopefully they'll be able to pull it in the second half. Also, shoutouts to American being second in kills along with Blinksy and 19. That's pretty good for a pyro, I'm just saying.
Taking a look at these medic blogs, Alto died 6 times, over to Couches 5. So I was correct that both medics were not dying very often, and it really showed that they were both able to pump out the heals, but Alto's Medigun spread is kind of a fluke. At the moment, he has 22 vaccinator Ubers, so that is a pre-game. I can't really decipher these logs very well, but I can tell you that the heal spreads for both medics are rather disgusting. Both medics are out healing their demo man. Their heavy is above their demo man, and their snipers are both 4th. I would very much like to see these logs improved. That is not the greatest heal spread I've ever seen.
It's like old Highlander.
It's old European Highlander.
Oh my god.
Pocket the heavy.
Hey now, sometimes it is incredibly effective, and sometimes you just need a damage sponge. When in doubt, you look to the heavy.
Heavy has a sandwich, you can sit there and heal like another 300 health. Like,
sandwich? People are running sandwich today instead of the family business? SMH.
I think 2 weeks ago or whatever, we saw I think it was, oh my gosh, the Scout in 6's, what's his name? Oh, I don't remember, but he took a medic pick with the family business, and it was hilarious.
Oh my god, that's
It was
incredible.
on Vanguard, wasn't it? Evil Mr. Muffins. Yeah.
Oh,
He got a medic pick with the family business. That was hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing.
That's top tier. A
Well,
plus.
didn't we have 2 rap assassin kills in the Viaduct week?
I think we did.
Yeah, we did. I can't remember the scout's name for the life of me. I'm sorry, whoever you are, but yeah, he did get 2 rap assassin kills. That was something else.
Yeah, for sure. We are waiting on one player who it's American is in spec right now, so we're gonna wait on them. We'll see what happens when we ready up. But definitely looking at these stats, I'm gonna have to agree with you in that MCM is probably gonna take the second half. Although, what do you think EVL could change to maybe pull out a round?
Pocket your demo man. Capsize. Capsize is at the bottom of the scoreboard. I'm sorry. No, he's at the bottom of the logs for frags. That's what I'm taking a look at. He's only got 9 frags, but again, that doesn't mean too much for the demo man, but his damage is significantly lower than Ezric's. That might be because of his lack of heals, as his demo man, his heavy is sponging up just a little bit of extra couple of heals that they could be throwing his way, and he might be able to do a little bit more if he felt more confident that he was going to be able to survive, just peeking his head out just that much more. And I feel like Vince, he is definitely carrying the team right now. He is top fragging within the server with 23 I'm European again. 23 frags over to Watterson's 18. So Vince, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. I'd like to see some more heals pumped into Capsize, and I think they might be able to secure a victory on this round.
I can definitely agree with everything you said, although I will add, and is this a pause? Actually, there is a pause going on right now, which is rather interesting considering it's free game, but I will have to add that I want to see EVL with a lot more cohesion in terms of when to stay in and when to pull out, because I think that was something that they were really having a lot of trouble with in terms of their hold. People were getting definitely really disconnected from each other on that second hold when they had the sentry up above. Capsize and some other people were just so far behind and so far away from everyone else. They just keep getting caught out, and I think they would really benefit from giving their engineer and giving their team just a lot more time to set up and maybe just be more team.
More team,
Yes.
team oriented.
Team oriented. Be more team. Yes, exactly. Thank you. I can words.
We do have Man Crush Monday is going to be attacking for this second round, as EVL is going to be defending. It looks like they might want to set up in the cave as they previously did. That is pretty much the new meta nowadays. Hold the cave, get any picks you can, install out any extra couple seconds until they cap first point, and then you back up. Depending on what you do there in second, it's entirely up to you. I mean, you have some teams, you have your flank in the house, you have your combo in the mansion, or you can flip-flop it. Or you can do, if you feel like you're like a K&D, you can come up with something crazy and just like, change the meta. But most of the times you do have either or with your combo in the mansion or your combo over in the house, and you just flip it. Really up to you, personal preference, whatever your team feels like they want to do. But we are still waiting for this pause to end. Do we have any reason why we paused? Do we know why? Okay, I'm being told that Nico Gyms is having problems, and they are defending, so it's going to be not a very good time. We might actually see a restart, because, I mean, you don't want to lose any time building a level 3. And if you can get the level 3 out of the first point from the cave, if you can get it out of the cave back up to the second, it just solidifies that second point defense, and it's so ever hard to crack, like we were saying before. Second best point on this map, right behind the fourth point hold, which is just so solid.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be such a boon, not a boon, anti-boon. It'll be a boon if their engineer gets in there and manages to set up his level 3, but they really absolutely need something. It's not exactly a map that you can really get away with running minis on, especially not on defense, that's for sure. But it does look like he is completely stuck. He's having some sort of connection or internet issues, so we'll have to see about that. It's actually really interesting seeing how much the holds have evolved on this map. I remember, when I first was watching Swiftwater being played and was playing it, you really wouldn't see a sentry hold up on those catwalks at all. That really didn't come around until maybe,
Catwalks on second?
Yeah, I always saw it over by the mansion, up above the second entrance to the tunnel. Over
the one on top of the shed roof.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that one. That's so hard. It's like if your team is not like super coordinated, or you don't have a good sniper, that sentry gun is so hard to destroy, and it just destroys everything that it's like not fun to play against. But I mean, in Platinum, the team with the better sniper is gonna win, like probably 90% of the time. So.
All right, we do have Nico Jims finally is up. He's building a sentry in the tunnel area, so I think we're pretty safe to say that we're good to go. AKA, we are literally unpaused and starting. I'm pretty sure that's safe to say. So we are in the standard area. Everyone is on Medigun. Pretty solid right here. I don't see anything too strange and odd happening despite, you know, this party looking out the first window. And it does look like we're going to see that quote-unquote meta of giving up first once again.
Nico Jims is running the Eureka effect. I just saw him teleport back to spawn. Is that... He might be doing a reverse teleporter back to second? If so, that's like genius, and I've never thought about doing that, but then again, when I played, the Eureka effect was pretty poo-poo garbage, so it's a little bit... I guess it's different now. You can just like teleport like straight to a teleporter that doesn't exist or something. I don't remember. It's been a while, but Bunny is taking the high ground over on this right side roof, trying to spam out the El Fuego soldier over on EVL, and they do take that ground. It's some very good ground to hold, as Bunny looks like he wants to get ready to go over to the spam spot over by the health pack with the full ammo and see if he can rain any rockets into this sentry gun. Ezric is holding the front of his team right now, spamming stickies into the cave. He's getting a few in there. Nico Jim's sentry gun is about excuse me, it's about 1/4 health, as Ezric does clean up that level 3 with his pipe launcher, and EVL.GG is just going to back up and hold the house. But I don't know if you saw that, but Jay was actually doing a little bit of a Mangachu strat, and he was just taunting, looking down third person through the doorway. So I haven't seen that for a long time, but we do have the EVL Ubers going to pop Soul onto Capsize. I believe that they got forced. EVL picks up one. Evil picks up one, and Nico Jims. Watterson retaliates on to the Soldier of Fuego. He goes down, but Scruff McGruff with a 102 onto Ezric. Evil! Oh, Evil decloaks in the window, picks up one onto Alto, and...
Oh, and 7-2. Oh my god, that was so good. Also, Mangachu strats are totally strats. It is perfectly valid to taunt to look around corners. I don't know what you're talking about. And that was kind of ridiculous. And what was looking like a really solid sort of aggression right there just got completely wasted by Couches getting completely caught out and trapped in that upper room right there. They're gonna have a heck of a time trying to push in here, but we do already have... There we go. It does look like American get really aggressive right there. Got taken out by Eerie person. Watterson got a nice pick right there onto Scruff McGruff, who is out for the down for the count right now. Vince actually gets a nice body onto Watterson as well. There's a really steady push going on here that is going to be the Scout and Soldier pushing in right here. It does look like Evil is in position to sort of uncloak and get something done. He's been doing a lot better this second half from what I've seen, and we are having a we're having a hold, that's for sure, which is better than what was happening. And oh my god, we do have 100% Uber right now from Couches, and so it does look like that it's gonna happen. Scrap gets caught out right here. Eerie person gets headshot. Oh my god. Oh,
Lacey just single-handedly pushed the cart through second as EVL TV just completely backed up. They didn't even notice that he was pushing the cart. That little ×2 scout just pushed it and chugged that thing along.
Yeah, they're just a little bit concerned with the fact that American was on their combo right there, and it does look like American is on their combo once again. Manages to take some people right there. Ezric takes out Eerie person right there on the defense, and MCM is just so aggressive right now, and it's really working out for them. We do have a nice shot from Vince onto Watterson using a really nice sight line right there, but he gets taken down by Evil, who's putting him in his grave where he should be at the moment, and maybe we'll see a better last hold coming out here from EVL, but I'm really not sure if that's going to be the case. Ezric is down right now, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but what is the most easily defensible point on this map has just sort of been given up just by this aggression from the MCM players. We do have, Jay doing his best dancing around here trying to get something happen, but Watterson just takes him out with a nice 50 to the bod right there unscoped. And so we're just getting a really solid push. It does look like the sentry is not necessarily up in the same ridiculous position, but it is overlooking the pit right there. So it's still going to be a little bit more difficult to take out, but it does look like the EVL learned from their mistake and they are having something that looks up. Oh, no, he's totally going to set it up there. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't read minds. We are having a bit of aggression coming out here, and it looks like a solid push right there. They're just taking some ground right there up in attic. Fuck.
OCM Uber does get popped out. Ezric is getting completely air blasted by the 7 Pyro that he Couches is flashing a lot. Rue is going to get cleaned up as well as Ezric. Couches just alone. He is going to get cleaned up by Fuego, but the card is so close. Oh my god, Alter died with 96% Uber. Oh, Evil is coming in behind. Evil's going to push the card. Jay is on fire, defending it with his life. Oh, but we have Blinksy and Bunny are trying to overtake this flank of Man Crush Monday, the Evil TV. Oh my god, they almost capped it. Bunny is still alive underneath, but he is running for his life as American is trying to chase him, but he is going to get away through to the vent. I forgot what that thing is called, but he is going to live, and we are going to have Couches and Couches and Alto are going to respawn. They're both about 40, 45, 50%, so pretty close together as both teams slowly build away. Lots of frags going back and forth between both teams. Nico Jim's still just sitting up there with his level 3. One problem with that, though, is that he uses the dispenser, so your team doesn't have a dispenser anymore, so a lot of heals and ammo are going to be a lot of the team is going to be running around looking for heals and ammo with the dispenser down. Eerie person is actually going to clean up by Evil. He's going to pick it up.
Oh my god, what a hero!
Evil just jumped out through the window and jumped down and backstabbed him and capped the card.
Oh my god, what a hero! Oh my god, I take it back. Evil is doing a great job. I don't know what I was saying. He is definitely pulling it out. That was the second time, by the way, that he attempted to do something like that. He was the one that got the cart to within a shred of it being capped. Just on that tip right there. And he managed to finish the job, so great. And you know, I am not feeling too good for EVL right now because 529 is a long time. That is half of their push time from last time. So I don't know if they can do this.
That's an insane cap time.
I know. That's ridiculous.
On Swiftwater.
Like, what's Swiftwater
yeah.
average? Like 7-8 minutes?
Maybe more than that. 8, 9? 8 minutes, probably?
Yeah.
8.
Around 8. 7 if you're like 8 plus good.
Like, the EVL TV, like, EVL TV, the EVL team, excuse me, they didn't get the 4th point hold, which is where you add and you just take all that extra time, and they didn't get to hold there as Man Crush Monday just bullied them out of it, so it was insane. God. And oh my god, the offensive crits capsize picking up 3.
Oh, that was so good. Oh, they are definitely going all out right here with four down as well. Scruff and Gruff gets a backstab onto Evil right there. They know that it is, excuse me, pardon me for the language, but it is balls to the walls time. They have to get everything down. And Shay's sentry gun is actually going to go down right there. Fuego is being really aggressive and trying to do his best to get his team a bit of an angle going through there. But it looks like they're opting to push through main instead of that upper area, which is definitely interesting and probably, I don't know, in terms of effectiveness. I'm sure we'll see. But do remember that Alto is still on crit screen, so we are still going to be seeing that, but Couches is on 100% Uber right now. And so we are doing that.
We're gonna go into radio mode for a few minutes here. Looks like our cameraman crashed. Shoutouts to Jeer.
I always wanted to do a radio play. Oh my god, Alto's down. Bunny took out Alto right there, jumped up through the window, and Couches actually got taken out by Scruff McGruff as well. What is even going on? We do have this card still sort of in tunnel. Vince getting a nice headshot onto onto Shay right there, and people are just really just sort of spread out right here. Vince actually picking up a headshot onto Watterson as well. Fuego taking out that sentry gun, doing his best. Also, that is a ridiculous teleporter. Shout out to Shay for doing really strange stuff right here. It finally gets taken down by Vince, and we do have the 2nd point caps. If they manage to stay on the cap completely, they may be able to do it, and that was actually a really good defense from 7 right there. Shout outs to him for getting a really nice reflect right there and pretty much saving his combo from that bomb. Ezra picks up Scruff McGruff, and Blinksy picks up Vince as well. And we are we'll see what goes on this 3rd defense, but it looks pretty solid for now. As solid as you can be with only 6 players up.
Honestly, if I was Man Crush Monday, I would give up 3rd for free and just go to 4th right now. Like, it's not worth having a mediocre 3rd and having a bad fourth than just give it up for free and having the best fourth of your life, especially with a cap time of 3 minutes left. And the offensive crypts does come out. Capsize is going to pick up one on to Bunny. He might find one more, but that is going to be all.
What is this offense? There's a level 1 sentry up in the upper area. People are just absolutely rolling completely through. Couches once more has 100% Uber, and Alto is just staying on that crit. He is committed, man. And you know what? I agree with it. He's trying to... It does look like Shay is going to be setting up in that same area that was so strong for him earlier. Capsize does go down to Ezrex, so that is a really nice pick right there. Nobody can take the crit, and that was actually the Uber getting popped out from Couches. And I don't know if that's the best option, just because Alto is still on crits, and they definitely know that. Or at least they should know that. I know he died, but I mean, somebody should have called it by now. Root gets taken down by Vince right there, and Kojins is down by Watterson. And so we do have that still strong sentry going up. Alto is about to have crits. We're going to see what he does with it. He is on his demo man, and we should be seeing some sort of a pop really, really soon. And here we go. The crits pop does come out. It doesn't look like they're picking up any frags quite yet, and that's actually really kind of disappointing. But, you know, everyone backed out. It was called, and good for them. MCM did a really good job there of kiting that, and God, these offensive level 3s are just great.
Bunny got a nice bomb into Alto, and actually he's going to pick up a frag onto Alto, and Shay's rebuilding his level 3 that actually it went down to Scruff McGruff. He got a nice sap, and he is slowly rebuilding it away, but as I said, that Scruff McGruff trying to go in for the kill, but he's not going to find it as Rue picks up 2, and I believe that Uber from Couches was to... give Shay enough time to be able to build his level 3. When the crits got popped, I think Shay's level 3 did pick up 2 frags, so I'm going to agree with that Uber, but Couches does have 100% over into Alto's 70. I'm trying to see if he is still on crits. No, he is on quick fix. That is probably the worst minigun of choice right now, as you are going to be looking into a level 3. It's probably not going to work, but Alto is so overextended. He pops the quick fix on to Capsize. Capsize, he jumps in, but the sentry gun from Shay just throws him up in the air, and you are just gone. Like, you're nothing, as Couches pops his Uber into retaliation, so he is down an Uber charge, slowly building away. That is almost a complete wipe.
8 down, just scruff up. Oh my god, and poor Capsize really did hit the skybox right there, which is pretty impressive because this map has a pretty high skybox. And MCM is just getting really aggressive into that choke there, trying to force people out. 7 does get a pick onto Blinksy right there, and Scruff McGruff gets a nice headshot onto American, the MCM Pyro. So maybe we'll be able to see something, but honestly, there's literally no way that they can get 2 caps in 23 seconds. Absolutely no way. But you know, they really did try, and the crits play worked so well for them. Capsize trying to do another jump right there, along with Alto, who gets cratered / scattergun. Watterson picks up a frag onto Scruff McGruff. There's 8 seconds left on the clock, and they're trying valiantly. And Couches is running around with his Uber out, just sort of trying to flash on people in sort of a last Hail Mary, let's get some points. And that is the game. 2-0 in favor of MCM.
I was right.
Wait. Was MCM playing with a player down? No.
I don't care. My prediction was right.
Oh my god, stop. Still half wrong, though. I'll fight you.
50-50, I will take those odds. You either win or you don't.
Fight me at land, bucko. Let's do it.
I am, like, 2 for, like, 7. So, way better than Grizz. Well, 2 for 7. I will take 2 for 7 any day of the week.
Totally fair. So, yeah, and honestly, yo, big shoutouts to EVL for doing a really, really fast first 3 cap right there. I'm proud of them. That was really good, and the offensive crits moving out worked so well. Capsize picked up those initial 3 frags, and they just rolled as much as they could through, and they did a good job.
Hey, 7, thank you for changing your name at the very end of the cast. I really appreciate that. But yeah, as you said, the crits from Capsize and Alto, it worked. But I think they should have switched going into 4th. I think if they would have switched, they had about 2 minutes left, pushing 4th point. It is totally cappable if you have ×3 for the entire time. And I think if they would have switched to regular Uber instead of staying crits and then going in the quick fix, they might have had a chance. But the Man Crush Monday defense was just solidified and dug in there with Shiz level 3, just doing a lot of area denial and just shooting so many people out of the sky.
For sure. And looking at her stats, Watterson is actually leading the kill feed this time with 15 kills, followed up closely by Eerie Person, And in terms of damage, Ezric completely head and shoulders above everyone else, including 2,000 above Capsize with 7,034 damage in total. So yeah, that's quite a difference, and that was a really, really short second half. But hey, fun to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, shoutouts to 5 minute cap time and Bobby to Babs. So that's all I got for tonight. Thank you for watching, everybody. Also, don't forget there are shirts and snapbacks available that you can purchase underneath the stream. Check those out. If you want anything, they're pretty cool. They support the casters that you buy them for and EVL TV. Also, there's a raffle going on down below. If you want to check that out as well, we're giving away some, I think, with like some mouse pads and stuff. If you win, pretty cool stuff. Check it out. Atwas, do you have anything?
I do. Actually, you should do more than check out the raffle. You should enter it because I believe it is ending incredibly soon, maybe even tonight. So that's for sure. Mouse pads are provided in 1 hour, actually. It's ending in an hour. You should probably get your entries in. The mouse pads are really nice. I'm using one right now. It has a sloth on it. It's adorable. Shoutouts to both teams, both MCM and EVL.GG. And shoutouts to you guys in chat for doing a great job. And thanks, Jeer, for the camera work, as always, despite the radio mode. Hey, I like doing radio. No big deal. And with that, I think we've covered everything. So good night, everyone.
and more generations to come.